Have you ever wondered what sacred doors a single prayer can open inside your heart? Is it just sound escaping your lips? Or is it the secret whisper of your soul, echoing in places no one else can reach? Today, I'm taking you on a journey to a truth that, once felt, changes the way you breathe, hope, and believe. Because Surah Al-Ikhlas is not just a short chapter. It is the key to the deepest room inside your heart, the place where you don't just speak Allah's name, you become aware of Him. You feel Him. Imam Ali said, "Ikhlas is when a servant forgets themselves and sees only Allah." True sincerity isn't spoken with the tongue, it's spoken with the heart. To recite Ikhlas is to shed your ego, to step out of yourself, and to dissolve in the oneness of Allah. Why is it so powerful? Because Ikhlas is a divine doorway, and behind it is a light that can rewrite destinies. Think about it. You've recited Ikhlas many times, before sleep, in hardship, out of habit. But how many times did you feel its weight? How many times did the meaning sink into your soul? Imam Ali teaches us, whoever understands Ikhlas understands the essence of the Quran. Because Ikhlas cuts the chains of this world. It frees your heart from everything temporary and attaches it only to Allah. There is a light hidden inside this surah, a light that, once it settles in your heart, no darkness can extinguish. This path is not walked by speaking. It is walked by feeling, by letting your heart fall silent and your soul speak. Ikhlas is not reciting. It is surrender. It is knowing Allah not with your tongue, but with your entire being. Imam Ali said, "True sincerity leaves no space in the heart for anyone but Allah." Surah Al-Ikhlas is the purest mirror of His essence. Yes, the Quran describes His power, His attributes, His majesty, but Ikhlas points straight to His being. He has no equal, no partner, no beginning, no end. And these verses don't just inform, they transform. They whisper into the heart, there is nothing but Him. Everyone in this world runs towards something, wealth, status, brief happiness. Yet Imam Ali reminds us, whoever truly understands Ikhlas stops searching because they realize nothing truly exists except Allah. Ikhlas shatters the idols inside the heart, not statues, but pride, fear, attachment, ego. Imagine a dark room, no windows, no door, no light, only confusion. That is the world. People searching, hungry, lost, restless, touching the walls, looking for meaning. Then suddenly, a spark, a flame, Ikhlas, and the darkness lifts. Your heart recognizes the way. Not because your eyes see, but because your soul remembers. Surah Al-Ikhlas is not recited. It descends, it settles, it awakens. It turns your heart into a lamp, and a heart filled with Allah's light can never be left in darkness again. There comes a moment when your heart lights up so deeply that you begin to see what is real and what is only shadow. Imam Ali said, Ikhlas lifts the veils between the servant and Allah, and that truth is immense, because when those veils are lifted, you no longer see life through the eyes of the world, you see through the light of Allah. Even the hardest moments begin to look different. A hardship comes, yet you don't see it as punishment. You see it as a call from your Lord. A blessing arrives, and you don't call it luck. You recognize it as a gift from Allah. Tell me, how many times have you recited Surah Al-Ikhlas simply out of habit? And how many times did you truly feel it? That is where the difference begins. Imam Ali said, whoever recites Ikhlas with the heart proclaims the oneness of Allah not just with the tongue but with the soul. And that is why this surah melts all inner fears, the fear of death, the fear of being alone, the fear of tomorrow. All of them dissolve in the light of Ikhlas, because the heart finally understands, Allah, the One, is enough for me. What I possess may fade, but His presence is eternal. Think about it. The words of Ikhlas are short, simple, yet the greatest secrets often hide in the simplest sounds. Kul huwallahu ahad. Say, He is Allah, the One. This doesn't just declare His oneness. It reminds you that your very existence depends on Him. If He exists, you exist. Without Him, nothing has meaning. How many times have you felt alone in your life, saying, "No one understands me"? Yet Ikhlas whispers back, you were never alone. The One who created you, who understands you beyond words, is always with you. Pay attention to the word ahad. When you say one, you can imagine a second, a third, but ahad means the only, without any other beside Him. It locks the heart from leaning on anything else. And when that lock opens, the heart becomes free. Its chains fall away. No world, no status, no person can own you. Then comes the next divine declaration. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. He neither begets nor is born. Human beings think everything needs a beginning and an end. But Allah has neither. And when this truth reaches the heart, your gaze rises above time itself. You may lose your youth one day, you may bury the ones you love, your chest may tighten, your breath may tremble. But Ikhlas whispers, nothing truly disappears. As long as the existence of Allah remains, you remain in His light. Allah is not bound by time, and the heart that clings to Him is never limited. Imagine this. The world is like a vast stage. People enter, play their roles, and then leave. But behind that stage, there is one truth that never changes: the existence of Allah. Surah Al-Ikhlas pulls that curtain back and shows you this reality. Even when the play ends, the owner of the stage remains. He is the Eternal One. And then comes the great verse, Walam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad. There is nothing equal to Him. These words strike the heart like a blow that shatters every hidden idol. Because without realizing, we build idols inside ourselves. Some trust in wealth, some cling to status, some rely on people. But one day, every one of those things will slip away. And this verse whispers, there is no refuge but Allah. No power equals Him. No strength surpasses His. Imam Ali said, Ikhlas is not just a chapter, it is a lesson in existence. Every time you recite it, you are saying again, you are one. I belong to you. That is why Ikhlas is not ordinary. It is the key that reminds the soul who it truly is. Think about it. A person can learn thousands of things in life, school, career, wealth, relationships, yet the heart always feels a space inside, and that space cannot be filled without knowing the oneness of Allah. That is the secret of Ikhlas. When you say Kul huwallahu ahad, you are not just speaking information, you are calling your heart home. These words tell you, everything belongs to Allah. Do not tie your heart to anything else, because most of the time, the heart clings to the wrong things: people, status, possessions. But Ikhlas grounds the heart so deeply that even storms cannot move it. The heart is a mirror meant to reflect the names of Allah, and if that mirror becomes stained, it cannot reflect His light. Ikhlas cleans that mirror. With every recitation, another idol falls away until nothing remains in the heart except Allah. So pause for a moment and ask yourself, what idols live in my heart? Your fears, your attachments, your secret desires. Ikhlas reveals them one by one. Because walam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad parpo chipi amashambase. There is nothing like Him, destroys every false god within you. And the beauty is this: the more you recite it with your heart, the more your heart turns only toward Allah. And that turning brings such peace that even the greatest storms of life feel small and distant. Imam Ali said, "Ikhlas frees the heart from the weight of the world and carries the soul into the presence of Allah." Sometimes night falls, silence fills the room, and a quiet fear wraps around your chest. Fear of the future, fear of death, fear of being alone. And in that moment, Surah Ikhlas becomes the greatest comfort, because the heart that recites it hears a whisper from Allah, "I am with you." And suddenly, in the depths of darkness, a light appears, a warmth from the nearness of your Lord. Imam Ali said, "Ikhlas is the doorway to Allah's love." Whoever enters that door feels a warmth inside that unties the knots the world could never loosen. The heavy stones sitting on the heart begin to lift. Because the oneness of Allah gives the soul its deepest strength, as if your heart hears Him say, "I am one, and you are under my protection." Think about it. We carry so many burdens, regrets from the past, fears about the future, old wounds we hide from everyone, yet they bleed inside us. And Imam Ali said, "Ikhlas is the strongest medicine for the wounds of the heart." Then comes the majestic ayah, Allahus Samad. Imam Ali reflected deeply and said, As-Samad means the one who needs nothing and the one whom all creation needs. When the heart understands this, it realizes, no one can truly heal you except Allah. People may comfort you, sit beside you, hold your hand, but it is Allah alone who mends the heart. Think of the moment you were most broken when no one stood by you, yet this ayah whispers, "I am here." And in that loneliness, you found a friend, the Lord of all existence. Imam Ali said, "The more a person clings to the world, the more they will break, because every bond tied to anything but Allah will eventually snap." Surah Ikhlas cuts those false ties. It binds you only to Allah, and that bond never breaks. And there is another secret. A heart that recites Ikhlas constantly feels a light rise within. That light dissolves every shadow. Anger, jealousy, pride, all melt away. For Lam Yalid wa Lam Yulad reminds the soul of His absolute uniqueness. There is nothing like Him, no one comparable to Him. And that realization teaches humility. Because the ego always pushes you to compete. More wealth, more attention, more praise. But Ikhlas says, turn only to Allah. And that turning sets the soul free. Just as Imam Ali taught, this freedom is the greatest peace a person can ever find in this world. And here lies the true secret. Surah Al-Ikhlas becomes a shield around the heart, protecting you from dark whispers, from heavy thoughts, from the shadows that try to dim your soul. Whoever recites it seeks refuge in the oneness of Allah, and the one who takes refuge in Allah is never left alone. Sometimes life feels heavy on your shoulders, sickness, loss, disappointments, silence, and in those moments you ask, has Allah forgotten me? But this is where Imam Ali's wisdom shines. Allah never abandons His servant, and the one who purifies their heart with Ikhlas is always under His watch, His care, His love. Understand this. Ikhlas is not just a prayer, it is a key. Whoever recites it with sincerity feels Allah's love settle in their heart. And when Allah loves you, nothing you lose in this world can harm you. For when love comes from Him, every emptiness becomes whole. Surah Ikhlas does not only protect, it draws you closer to Allah. With every recitation, the veil between you and your Lord becomes thinner. And one day, you feel it deep inside. I am not alone anymore. According to Imam Ali, that feeling is one of Allah's greatest gifts to a believer. Think about it. Every fear, every anxiety, they all come from the fear of being alone. We fear that no one understands us, that no one stands with us. But Ikhlas removes this fear. It reminds you, He is with you in every moment. That is why Surah Ikhlas is not just a chapter. It is a path, a secret, a door. Whoever opens it finds peace in this world and the love of Allah in the next. Stop for a moment, brother. Listen to your heart. Right now, it is just you and Allah. No sound, no image, just a heart and its Lord. Ikhlas is a prayer we recite many times, yet each time it can take us deeper. For this surah is Allah saying to you, I am here. We may forget, we may fear, we may wander, but Allah always waits, always calls. Imam Ali said, if there is any love in the heart besides Allah, that place remains dark. But when Allah enters, there is no night left. This is the secret of Ikhlas. It turns night into day, pours peace into your tired soul, and places light inside your broken heart. Whatever storm you are in, whatever pain you carry, remember this. Kul huwallahu ahad. Say, Allah is one. These are not just words. They are a refuge. Whoever enters that refuge will never be lost. Everything in life changes. People come and go, wealth fades, prestige disappears. But Allah remains. And if He remains in your heart, nothing in this world can break you. If these words touched your heart, know this is not coincidence. Allah brought you here. Perhaps today a door opened inside you, a reminder that you are never alone. Allah is always with you. So I ask you only one thing. Write from your heart in the comments just one sentence. Allah is enough for me. Let that be your surrender. Let that be your rope to Him. And the more you say it, the more peace will fill your soul. May the mercy, love, and light of Allah cover you and everyone you love. Until our next journey, brother, stay close. Do not walk this path alone. Subscribe, share. But more than anything, let this wisdom reach another heart. Because sometimes, to change a life, Allah needs only one word.